morning was clear and once again with light winds, so we motor sailed with just the main up to help stabilise Orca in the swell. It was 130 kilometres or 71 nautical miles, and this time I would ensure that we would arrive before dark. Nearly 9 hours later we dropped anchor in the east bay of Cala Talamanca on the island of Ibiza. I had tried initially to manoeuvre Orca closer inshore when we first arrived, as the depth sounder showed enough clearance beneath the keel. But a rising sandbank stopped us and we had to reverse out and choose an anchorage further out. The next morning we motored over to a small jetty and chained up our dinghy before heading down the road to look for a supermarket to buy fresh fruit and vegetables. Kathy and I did some minor maintenance, including rethreading the ensign lanyard that was situated on the lower spreader. This required Kathy to go up the mast in the boatswain's chair to reach it. The main town of Ibiza was just 3.5 kilometres from where we were at anchor. But like Majorca, the summer season was over and very few shops or stores were open. Our plan was to head to the South Bay and stay there for the night, then depart for the Spanish coast in the early morning, so that's what we did. In perfect weather we headed to South Bay, dropped anchor beneath the high cliffs, where expensive houses were nestled deep in the rocks that went down to the sea. We wondered what the view of the houses would have had with a direct line of sight of the mainland of Spain. That is the direction of the main coast of Spain, and we're in a bay here and sheltering for the night on the island of Ibiza. Ibiza's just about 5 miles in that direction, and some very flash homes up on the hill here, multi-million-dollar homes. Very nice. This would be a beautiful place in the midsummer. At the moment it's probably about 16 degrees, although it's quite warm in the sun. Sea temperature is about 21 degrees, so it's warmer in the sea. And Orca's nice and clean, the decks, because it rained quite heavily last night. So just about to have a late lunch, soup at the cafe, and bread rolls which we've just heated. So tomorrow morning, all going well, it's off to the coast of Spain. Early the next morning we prepared for the journey and to cross to the mainland and a small port called Culp. As we cleared the last peninsula, there was a marked change in the sea conditions and the wind grew stronger. After reefing the main down by 2 points and winding in the Genoa, so only 1/3 was unfurled, we battled on for some time, but the weather increased and the sea was now very uncomfortable. Kathy was sick and unhappy to continue, so we headed back. South Bay by now was experiencing the weather, so we decided to return to Ibiza Bay for the night. We remained back in the same spot that we had left 2 days before. There we waited for the weather to clear and 2 days later we left Ibiza Bay and headed for Kolp on the mainland.